Our policy when it comes to Afghanistan is clear. We do not recognize the interim government, but we stay engaged with the Afghan people. Afghanistan is facing very severe humanitarian challenges, and that's why we have increased our humanitarian assistance very significantly since last August. We have suspended development assistance through the government because we do not recognize it, but we do provide support to education and health through UN organizations. So this is part of our response. We have also decided not to isolate the country, and therefore we have engaged in a dialogue with the interim government around key issues that matters to us, that matters to Afghans, and that matters to European taxpayers. And they include human rights, notably the rights of women, safe passage for Afghans who need to leave the country, security guarantees, and an inclusive government in Afghanistan. We do engage with the de facto authorities. I don't think I ever said that we shouldn't, but we also need to engage with others. Now, when it comes to humanitarian assistance, there is always a need for some minimal information being provided. This is the same all over the world. We do not provide humanitarian assistance through any government or any interim government. But of course we need to negotiate access, we need to remind them to respect international humanitarian law. The good thing, if there is a good thing, is that also during the Islamic Republic, a lot of the assistance being provided by the European Commission, by the European Union, went to areas that were outside government control. So in other words, the Taliban know how we operate, they respect in general our neutrality, impartiality, and the other principles of international humanitarian law and humanitarian assistance, and we push back very strongly if and when there are attempts to control and have a say by the Taliban about the distribution of humanitarian assistance. I think that the Afghan diaspora is extremely varied in its positions, in its knowledge, in its skills, and what it wants to see happen in Afghanistan. I don't want to underestimate the force and the power and the capacity of that diaspora. So the EU, as I see it, should listen, should be willing to engage, but it is not for the EU to organize the diaspora. We are willing to be involved in, we are willing to engage with the various initiatives taken, but the old saying, Afghan-owned, Afghan-led, I think should also apply to the diaspora of Afghanistan. What is key to me and to many others and to people I spoke to in Kabul recently is that the divide which sometimes is there between people who are still, the great majority of Afghans who are still in the country, and the people who for various reasons had to leave either a long time ago or recently, that we can try to, or that you can try to narrow that gap so that the conversation and the exchange remains meaningful.